Alright guys, today we're going to make some 3D glasses and some 3D anaglyph art. You're going to need a cyan blue or a light blue with a red marker. You can use a black marker, a pencil. It does not have to be the same black marker. You need some sort of tape or plastic. The more clear the plastic is, the better the glasses are going to work. So we're going to start with the 3D glasses. You're going to fold your paper in half the long way or the hot dog way. You draw two circles, but at first I draw a line in between, like where my nose would sit. If you have something to trace your circles, probably work a lot better. I'm trying to use the least amount of supplies just in case you don't have something. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be big enough to let your eyes see out of. And now you're going to draw the sides of the glasses, and you're going to go out completely straight because when you bend them, when you cut them out, then they'll curve around to your ears. You need a little part that's going to hook onto your ear, so curve it around on the side. And now we're going to make the circles going around the glasses so they're not too thin. And now we can cut it out. See you in a second. I made two pairs of glasses just because I'm trying the plastic and I'm trying the tape. So the plastic I got from a Propel bottle plastic that was wrapped in. You can use any sort of plastic you have. You can even try a plastic bag. I'm going to try it with tape first. This one seemed to work the best just from like looking out of, but the clearer the plastic is, the better this is going to work. So go around your house, find some plastic, whatever you can see through the best. I was going to try a bag, like a Ziploc bag, but they're a little bit too cloudy and too thick for the plastic. So right now I'm just putting small pieces of tape on one side, flipping it over, putting the same exact piece on the other side so it's not sticky. Make sure that your tape is nice and flat. You don't want any bumps in it, otherwise you won't be able to see out of it very well. And these are not perfect 3D glasses, they're just something fun to make and they just work a little bit. And I'm going to cut that extra tape off now. Once you get your tape all out of there and your cut, you're going to color one side blue and one side red. I found that the tape actually does not hold the marker very well, and you kind of do have to use Sharpie for this just because the watercolor markers will rub off so easily and the Sharpie can actually dry. But if you don't have a Sharpie, just try it with the marker. You also can use different shades of blue. So you're going to see that I grabbed a different blue just because that one I was using was way too light. This one I found out was just a little bit too dark. Later on in the video you'll see that I find like a blue that's in between. And now you can see me as I'm coloring, you can kind of see through it and it's not sticking that well. It works okay. I thought that the plastic Propel bottle container held up on the marker a lot better. But these glasses with the tape actually worked a little bit better than the Propel bottle ones. So I'm going to go ahead and work on my other glasses. Remember, you do not have to use two pairs of glasses. This is just me showing you two different ways to make some. So go ahead and just make one. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my plastic that I found, and I'm going to find a spot that is big enough for it to fit over the glasses, and they kind of had some weird bumps in the plastic, so I'm going to try to cut around that. So I just cut out two nice squares, and then I taped them down with the tape. I didn't know where my other tape was, so maybe don't use packaging tape because it is a little bit too thick for when you're taping down this plastic. Just use some regular tape. But if it's all you have, like me, then go ahead and just use it. I lost my tape somewhere in my art room. Just a little tip, just make sure that you don't overlap the tape too much onto the plastic, just because the more tape and the more plastic you have down on layers, then the harder it is. It's going to be able to see through your glasses.
Music bed.
So now I found a nice blue to use. This was probably the better shade. You need some sort of like light blue. The other side of the red, it can just be a plain red. That doesn't matter. You just don't want it to be too dark or too light, so the blue that I found worked out perfect, but if you only have one shade of blue, just go ahead and use it. Alright, set that to the side, and now we are going to make our anaglyph drawings. So you're just going to get a piece of paper. You can do it with a pencil first if you would like. Sometimes people do it with black, so I'm going to show one with black and just make a plain heart. And then some people just go ahead and use the blue and the red right away. So whatever you want to use, I just tried a little bit of both. So I'm going to go ahead and put red on top of that. And when you put the blue on it, you're going to slightly overlap it a little bit and go outside the lines. You don't want it to be right on top of the red. So it's like I shifted that heart over just a little bit. So now I found a picture online that I wanted to do. So it was like a planet. So I'm going to do the rings. And you can do it with red first, you can do it with blue first, you can do black first. You don't have to use the black.
Music bed.
So now I'm going around with the blue, and I'm just going around the edges, and I'm not going exactly on top of the red. I might overlap a little bit, but I'm definitely making sure that the blue can stick out by itself. Now you can go ahead and make whatever sort of shapes you want. I do like a 3D box. I did some circles. You can go ahead and draw whatever you would like. The easier the shape, the better it's probably going to turn out. I wouldn't do something too detailed with this. And then go ahead and put your glasses on and see if it works. So my glasses, I think, worked okay. Obviously these aren't perfect 3D glasses, but it was just something fun to try. So maybe you guys will find some better plastic Maybe you'll have your drawings a little bit different. So let me know if this works out for you. See ya!